The 81st Annual Golden Globe Award nominations have been announced, and the ceremony will take place January 7th, 2024 at the Beverly Hilton in Beverly Hills, California. Now, the big news about this 81st Golden Globe Awards is that the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, the HFPA, is no longer in control of the Golden Globes. The HFPA kind of disbanded in 2023, and in June of 2023, they announced that all rights and properties related to the Golden Globes was acquired by Dick Clark Productions and Eldridge Industries. Not only that, instead of being telecast on NBC, the 81st Golden Globe Awards will be telecast on CBS and Paramount Plus. Now, also, they have an expansion. Instead of 5 nominees in the categories, there are now 6. And there are 2 new categories included, which are Cinematic and Box Office Achievement and Best Performance in a Stand-Up Comedy on Television, also known as Best Stand-Up Comedian on Television. And kind of a lot of this has received backlash from critics. Now, the most nominations for the film department is Barbie with 9 and Succession with 9. Now, in this video, I'm going to give you the nominations along with my predictions for who will win the awards of the evening. Now, let's get started with television. Best stand-up comedian on television, Ricky Gervais. For Ricky Gervais, Armageddon. Trevor Noah, Where Was I? Chris Rock for Chris Rock, Selective Outrage. Amy Schumer for Amy Schumer, Emergency Contact. Sarah Silverman for Sarah Silverman, Someone You Love. And Wanda Sykes for Wanda Sykes, I'm an Entertainer. This is one of the new categories that has been added. And my pick to win this is Ricky Gervais for Ricky Gervais, Armageddon. It would be an interesting thing to see him win this award because he's hosted 5 times prior. Now, Best Supporting Performance in a Limited Series, Anthology Series, or Motion Picture Made for Television. Best Supporting Actress, Elizabeth Debicki, The Crown. Abby Elliott, The Bear. Christina Ricci, Yellow Jackets. J. Smith Cameron for Succession. Meryl Streep for Only Murders in the Building. And Hannah Waddingham for Ted Lasso. For me, my pick is going to be Meryl Streep for Only Murders in the Building. Best Supporting Actor, Billy Crudup, The Morning Show. Matthew McFadden for Succession. James Marden for Jury Duty. Ebon Moss-Bachrach for The Bear. Alan Ruck for Succession. And Alexander Skarsgård for Succession. My pick here is going to be Alexander Skarsgård for Succession. Up next is Best Performance in a Limited Series, Anthology Series, or Motion Picture Made for Television. Best Actress, Riley Keough, Daisy Jones and the Six. Brie Larson, Lessons in Chemistry. Elizabeth Olsen, Love and Death. Juno Temple for Fargo, Rachel Weisz for Dead Ringers, and Ali Wong for Beef. My pick here is going to be Ali Wong for Beef. Best Actor, Matt Bomer, Fellow Travelers. Sam Calvin for Daisy Jones and the Six. John Hamm for Fargo. Woody Harrelson, White House Plumbers. David Oyelowo for Lawman, Bass Reeves. And Stephen Yeun for Beef. My pick here is going to be David Oyelowo for Lawman, Bass Reeves. Up next, Best Performance in a Television Series, Musical or Comedy. Best Actress, Rachel Brosnahan, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Quinta Brunson, Abbott Elementary. Ayo Edebiri for The Bear. Elle Fanning for The Great. Selena Gomez for Only Murders in the Building. And Natasha Lyonne for Poker Face. My pick here is going to be Quinta Brunson for Abbott Elementary. Up next, Best Actor, Bill Hader for Barry. Steve Martin, Only Murders in the Building. Jason Segel for Shrinking. Martin Short for Only Murders in the Building. Jason Sudeikis for Ted Lasso. And Jeremy Allen White for The Bear. My pick here is going to be Jeremy Allen White for The Bear. Best Performance in a Television Series Drama. Best Actress, Helen Mirren, 1923. Bella Ramsey, The Last of Us. Kerry Russell, The Diplomat. Sarah Snook for Succession. Milda Staunton for The Crown. And Emma Stone, The Curse. My pick here is going to be Kerry Russell for The Diplomat. Best Actor, Brian Cox, Succession. Kieran Culkin for Succession. Gary Oldman for Slow Horses. Pedro Pascal for The Last of Us. Jeremy Strong for Succession. And Dominic West for The Crown. My pick here is going to be Pedro Pascal for The Last of Us. Limited Series, Anthology Series, or Motion Picture Made for Television. The nominees are All the Light We Cannot See. Beef. Daisy Jones and the Six. Fargo, Fellow Travelers, and Lessons in Chemistry. My pick here is Lessons in Chemistry. Best Television Series, Musical or Comedy. Abbott Elementary, Barry, The Bear, Jury Duty, Only Murders in the Building, and Ted Lasso. My pick here is going to be The Bear. Best Television Series, Drama, 1923, The Crown, The Diplomat, The Last of Us, The Morning Show, and Succession. My pick here is going to be The Last of Us. So there you have it, the nominations along with my predictions for the television categories. Up next, the nominations and my predictions for the film categories. Now, here we go. Best Original Song. Addicted to Romance, Bruce Springsteen, She Came to Me. Dance the Night, Mark Ronson, Andrew Wyatt, Dua Lipa, and Carolyn Allen for Barbie. I'm Just Ken, Mark Ronson, and Andrew Wyatt for Barbie. Peaches, Jack Black, Aaron Horvath, Michael Jelenic, Eric Osman, and John Spiker for the Super Mario Brothers movie. Road to Freedom, Lenny Kravitz for Rustin. And What Was I Made For? Billie Eilish O'Connell and Finesse O'Connell for Barbie. My pick here is going to be Peaches for the Super Mario Brothers movie. Best Original Score. Jerkson Fendrix for Poor Things. Ludwig Göransson for Oppenheimer. Joe Hisaishi for The Boy and the Heron. Mika Levy for The Zone of Interest. Daniel Pemberton for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Robbie Robertson for Killers of the Flower Moon, which will be a posthumous nomination. My pick here is going to be, this is an interesting one, I'm going to say Ludwig Göransson for Oppenheimer. Best Screenplay. Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach for Barbie. Tony McNamara for Poor Things. Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer. Eric Roth and Martin Scorsese for Killers of the Flower Moon. Celine Song for Past Lives. Justine Treat and Arthur Herrera for Anatomy of a Fall. My pick here is going to be Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer. Best Director. Bradley Cooper, Maestro. Greta Gerwig, Barbie. Yorgos Lanthimos for Poor Things. Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer. Martin Scorsese for Killers of the Flower Moon. And Celine Song for Past Lives. My pick here is going to be, well, this is a tough one. I'm going to actually pick Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer. Best Supporting Performance in a Motion Picture. Supporting Actress. Emily Blunt, Oppenheimer. Danielle Brooks, The Color Purple. Jodie Foster for Nyad. Julianne Moore, May December. Rosamund Pike, Saltburn. And Divine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers. My pick here is Divine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers. Best Supporting Actor. Willem Dafoe, Poor Things. Robert De Niro, Killers of the Flower Moon. Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer. Ryan Gosling for Barbie. Charles Melton for May December. And Mark Ruffalo for Poor Things. My pick here is going to be Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer. Best Performance in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Best Actress. Fantasia Barrino, The Color Purple. Jennifer Lawrence, No Hard Feelings. Natalie Portman, May December. Alma Piosti for Fallen Leaves. Margot Robbie for Barbie. And Emma Stone, Poor Things. My pick here is going to be Emma Stone for Poor Things. Best Actor, Musical or Comedy. Nicolas Cage, Dream Scenario. Timothée Chalamet for Wonka. Matt Damon for Air. Paul Giamatti, The Holdovers. Joaquin Phoenix, Beau is Afraid. And Jeffrey Wright for American Fiction. My pick here is going to be Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers. Best Motion Picture, Best Performance in a Motion Picture Drama. Actress, Annette Bening, Nyad. Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon. Sandra Huller for Anatomy of a Fall. Grilla Lee for Past Lives. Carey Mulligan for Maestro. And Kaylee Spaney for Priscilla. My pick here is Lily Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon. Best Performance in a Motion Picture Drama. Actor, Bradley Cooper, Maestro. Leonardo DiCaprio, Killers of the Flower Moon. Coleman Domingo for Rustin. Barry Cohegan for Saltburn. Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer. And Andrew Scott, All of Us Strangers. My pick here is going to be Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer. Now, this next category is a new category. It's Cinematic and Box Office Achievement. The nominees are Barbie, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, John Wick Chapter 4, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, Oppenheimer, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the Super Mario Brothers movie, and Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour. Up next, we have Best Motion Picture, Non-English Language, Anatomy of a Fall from France, Fallen Leaves from Finland, Io Capitano from Italy, Past Lives, the United States, Society of the Snow, Spain, The Zone of Interest, United Kingdom, United States, and Poland. My pick here is going to be The Zone of Interest. Best Motion Picture Animated, The Boy and the Heron, Elemental, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, The Super Mario Bros. Movie, Suzumi, and Wish. My pick here, The Super Mario Bros. Movie. Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy, Air, American Fiction, Barbie, The Holdovers, May December, Poor Things. My pick here, Barbie. Best Motion Picture, Drama, Anatomy of a Fall, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, The Zone of Interest. My pick here is going to be The Killers of the Flower Moon. So there you have it, the list of nominations for the 81st Annual Golden Globe Awards, along with my predictions, and the ceremony will take place January 7th, 2024. Now, need I remind you, the HFPA, the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, is no longer involved, which makes things more interesting, and I'm really curious to see the big winners. Some surprises and snubs, like the cinematic and box office achievement. Do we really need that for a movie that has made so much money at the box office? No, it's either going to be Barbie or just they're going to give it to Taylor Swift. Okay. Now, I do like the best stand-up comedian on television. That's an interesting category. I do like that. Other than that, there are a lot of TV shows nominated. Succession leads with 9, as I stated at the beginning of this video, and Barbie leads with 9 as well in the film categories. And then it's Oppenheimer, and then Killers of the Flower Moon and Poor Things with 7 nominations, respectively. A lot of interesting factors can go into this. Usually the Golden Globes do predict the winners of the Academy Awards, but it's been very different over the past few years. The SAG Awards are the ones that do predict the outcome of what the acting awards will be at the Oscars. But for what it is with, I want to say, film and the technical award with cinematography, production design, that's very different. Some of these films, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nominations in each category, you could be looking at the 12 films that could be up for Oscar nominations. Maybe pick a few out. You can definitely tell what's going to win, what's not going to win, what the award season is going to go up against, who's going to be versing who, and the aspect of what is going to be a surprise and a snub. A lot of things can happen. I'm pretty sure people will be for it and not for it, which is a really interesting thing to see. I'm excited for this award season. I was very surprised at how the 81st Annual Golden Globes Awards nominations panned out, and seeing that Dick Clark Productions and Eldridge Industries took full control of the Golden Globes from the HFPA, the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, I'm very, very happy that they did, because the HFPA did not know what they were doing for the longest time, the longest of years. I understand the Golden Globes for 81 years has been a cemented kind of industry award standard for actors, actresses, and filmmakers for such. But with this and now CBS taking over, and for it to be streaming on Paramount Plus as well, it's a new start, a new beginning, and it's 6 nominees rather than the historical 5 in each category. It's going to be really, really fun to see and how and what the shock factor will be. There are no hosts for that matter, so it's going to be fun to see what happens. I wouldn't mind seeing Ricky Gervais return, knowing that the HFPA is no longer involved, and seeing what carte blanche material Ricky Gervais does, because he does a phenomenal job with hosting the Golden Globes, and last time he hosted was his 5th and final time, but never say never in the industry. Anything can happen, and I feel like the Golden Globes are going to give the new Best Stand-Up Comedian on Television Award to Ricky Gervais, just to see what's going to happen. I love it. I'm curious, and it's only a matter of time before people will have a uprising or ruse about the nominations, the list, surprises, and snubs. Let me know in the comment section below if you agree or disagree with the nominations along with my predictions. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? Do you think that 6 nominees in each category is better than 5? Do you like the addition of the Cinematic and Box Office Achievement Award in the film category and the Best Stand-Up Comedian on Television Award in the television category? Who do you think will win the big awards of the night? Do you like that the HFPA, the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, is no longer involved with the Golden Globes? And do you see new and better things happening? And what do you think is going to be the outcome of this? And do you think that this will predict the award season moving forward, especially the Oscars or the Academy Awards? Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked. And be sure you click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for new award season videos on my channel. I will see you all in the next award season video. I'm Mr. Filmstock, and thank you so much for tuning in.